Sorry, good evening, and welcome to day 5 of the Kali Linux training. So I can see we are all here, so we'll not waste time, we'll just move straight. So we'll start with the Kali the Python training immediately, but today we'll actually be using the so I don't know if we're all here. Just tell me yes on your handle. Okay. So just create, I don't know, create a folder. Let's see the ... from your root, from your super user position, create make directory Python programs, then navigate to it. Then navigate to navigate to it. So if you are there, let me know.
Excuse me, your screen is not visible.
Oh, sorry, please. Sorry. I've not shared the screen. I don't know if you can see my screen now. Okay, navigate to Python programs. So once you get there, create gedit. Gedit. Let's call this class 2 py class 2 py dot py. So let's start from here. So So can you guys remind me what we did on, sorry, I think somebody wants to ask a question or something. Okay, it's just simple. Like you use nano for let me just save this. Like you use nano for let me clear. I guess you can get here, you navigate backwards, you make directory Python programs. Then once you create the directory, you now cd to the Python program, change directory to the Python programs. So when you get to the Python, sorry. When you get to the Python program, what you need to do, when you get to the Python program, you gedit. Now we're saying we're using class 2. You name the class 2 py python.py, not .sh. So it brings you to this place. So you declare the kernel hash bin dash bin, now not start batch to Python 3. So you start writing your script. So let's remind ourselves where we stopped in the last class. So we took strings. So I think let's just refresh our memory. We took something like this, strings. So like I said, when you actually write something like this, the script, we actually escape that. We took strings. So you can say print. That will refresh our memory on my name. My name is Mike. So you can, we will not be doing it so that we don't waste so much time. You come to the terminal, you just click on save, come to the terminal, or you can close. So clear. Remember to actually change the mode of the class 2 py.py. So when you now actually class 2 py.py, when you actually execute this Python 3, class 2 py.py. So I think that's that, but we will not be doing it over and over again. We'll just write the script, then you run them at once. So you run one at once. So let's take a whole lot of them. So you can just run them at once. So let's go back to gedit. So that's the basic script. So I think we looked at this maths the other time. You can just you can try this. If you want to actually say print, you can always copy this backslash n just try new line. So it takes it to a new line. So you can come down and root, right? So we can have it all in one maths. So let's just refresh our memory. You print math time. Print 50 plus 50. That's so that you know what it means. So that when somebody is reading it, you will understand. You write all this because it might serve as your notes. You can come back to it and just for addition, print 50 minus 50 subtraction, print open bracket 50 open bracket 50 multiplied by 50. That's multiplication multiply, print open bracket 50 divided by 50, division. print 50 plus 50 minus 50 divided by 50. And per month. So I don't know if you are following, just let me know. So I just want us to run through what we did the last time, then print 50, this modulus 50 hashtag modulus. So let's run through it. Then let's look at numbers without leftover. Print 50 hashtag numbers without leftover. So that's all for maths. I think that solved that for maths. You want to actually check, you can just save. Sorry. No, it's gedit. For Python, you use gedit. We are not using Nano. You can use Nano, but I don't want us to use Nano for Python script. So use gedit. Gedit, the name of the script. You gedit the name the name of the script. So you can just come here and run it. Okay, there's a problem with the line. Okay, I think that part gives a problem. Sorry. Oh. Hashtag new line. Clear. I've already saved the script, so you just run. So that's all. So what it means is you'll be able to this is the first script, this is the second stuff. So that new line separates it when you are printing it out. So once you add this new line, it separates the two. So we've looked at strings briefly, we've looked at math operation. Let's move to variables and method. So I just want us to refresh our memory on what we did. So you come here, you can just copy this. You can copy this. Print font with variables and method. I've sent in 2 times. So we looked at this last week. Quote. Is it? Sorry, are you having issues, or I should wait for you guys at that spot? Sorry. What is that? Why are you having error? Why are you having all this error? You don't need to install anything. Install. What are you installing? What are you installing? Oh, sorry. My mistake. So I think it's hacked. Sorry. I think it's hacked. Install gedit. I think try this command apt-get install gedit first. I think try this command. Try this command first. Sorry, I thought all of us has installed gedit. Oh, sorry. Let me close. Save. Let me clear. So apt get install gedit. So I think that should do it. So type apt get install gedit. That should do it. I've already installed mine. So let me know when you have installed it. Sorry, please. I was carried away with the training. So let me know if you have installed it, then we can move on from there. Apt-get install gedit. Has everybody installed theirs? Okay. It's just apt-get install. That's the command I just put there. Apt-get install gedit. Let me clear. I want us to all finish installing first before. Installed. So if you have installed it, then you just do gedit. You do gedit, then create the name of the file .py. It will launch the app immediately. So I believe everybody has done. So all you just need to do gedit. I'm using class 2. That's the name I gave it. You can give it any other name from your end. .py. So it brings it up immediately. So the first thing you do, you declare your shell, or instruct the computer. Okay, yes, that's it. So you can now, please put hashtag new line. That will give you an error. That in that new line is not a command. Once you put hashtag, yes, that's in front of that new line. Put hashtag.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
I'm unable to install this gedit. It's giving
why?
me the same error. Same error.
Can you screenshot the error it's giving you?
Okay.
Please screenshot any error it's giving you. Which command did you use to do it? Which command did you use to do it? Okay, now do apt purge gedit first. Do apt purge gedit. Apt purge gedit. Same for Mr. Solomon. If you have not been able to install it, purge it out first. Uninstall whatever version of gedit that is there. Okay. Yeah, that means that it has finished installing now. It has finished installing. Why are you saying you do it? Yeah, most of it has actually. Did you press when he said, "Do you want to continue?" Did you press yes? When he asked you, "Do you want to continue?" Did you press yes? You type in yes. Why to type in yes? Or you just type apt-get install gedit. Why? So that when he asks you that, you don't need to fill that place anymore. So, Mr. Solomon, it has actually installed. You understand? It asked. Yeah, you do not see it. It asked. Before all those error messages, you will see something like, "Do you want to continue? Yes or no?" Before it started giving you error. So I think you should actually put that why. So when you finish, reinstall it. I think it has already installed. So let me do it here so that you can get it. I don't know. apt-pod gedit. This on uninstalling. So it will uninstall. It will ask you all those questions. So it will totally uninstall it. So it has finished. So when you want to ask apt or just use apt install gedit, or just use apt install gedit. That's what I just uninstall and reinstall. You understand? It has finished installing. Apt install gedit. Use apt install gedit instead. Simple. It will install. I've finished. I've uninstalled. I've reinstalled. It's a simple stuff to do. So once I click here, gedit, it takes me back to the program. I don't know. Do you guys get it now? Just use apt install gedit. Okay, come back to this thing. You know what? Come back to root. Come back to root. Then if you're having that, then use apt-get install gedit. Then use apt-get install gedit. No, there's no need to put space, Mrs. Grace. You don't need to put space. It has been running. That script has been running. You don't need to put space. So, Mrs. Tomitope, please check apt-get install gedit. Mr. Solomon, were you able to install yours? Will not be able. So let's move on with the class while they follow up.
No, I've not been able to install it. It's just still giving me the issue. You said I wish you. You said we should run it from root.
Yeah, go back to root and run it from root. You are in root, but don't run it from a directory. Sorry. Have you converted your file? Yeah. Can't you see what you're doing? There is no space between those operators. There's no space between those operators. We are still making mistake. Can you send the recent? Please look at what I'm doing. There's no space between those operators. You're actually putting everything together. All right, for those who are having issues, can you do apt-get updates? Or just do update DB? Just do update database. Sorry, let me. Are you seeing update DB? So you can just type update DB. Or use what Mr. Olalekan has done and rerun your this thing. Let's take it step by step. Mr. Modesty, your syntax is wrong. This is Python. It's syntax sensitive, please. Your syntax is wrong. There is a space after the 50 and there is a space after the operator. So that's one. I told you to put an hashtag in front of the new. So that it's not a command, it's just a description. That is actually why I said we should use the operator voice so that you actually the interpreter so that you can understand very, very well. Then install apt-get. Who is this? Then apt-get, which command should we type? Apt-get update. Apt-get update. Apt-get update. Type that first. Then you it's back up. Are you seeing? So there's space. There's space in between those stuff. Yes, Y, press Y. Who is this? You have not installed it, apt-get update. Then you are supposed to actually now install. Then you now type install. You've not installed it. Install gedit. You install gedit. Apt install gedit. It is because you cannot actually apt install gedit or apt-get apt install gedit. But I just did it and uninstalled and installed in your presence just now. I'll give the next 20 minutes for you guys to sort out the installations you have. I think I overlooked that. To look installations you have, then we'll pick it up from there. So are we still having problem? Please, Mr. Solomon and Mrs. Temitope, you are the two people we are waiting for. Then Mr. Modesty. Can you show us your screen? Can you show us your screen, please? If app install gedit is not working, use app get install. Can you screenshot it from where you actually press installed, not the lower part, from the part you press installed? It's not all the package that we install. Can you screenshot from where you press no? Yes, press no. Okay, with this, Mr. Olufisayo, I think let's use you as a case study. Can you go on and actually just type gedit? Can you go on and type gedit, and create any file, test.py? It has already installed that way. Can you go on and test gedit on Mr. Just test.py, gedit test.py. It has installed. It has already installed. It's not going to install the packages in one time. Yeah, type apt-get jeans. Just type that and install it, please. Press Y. Yes. Y mean yes. Mr. Modesty, can we hold on your question? Can we hold on your question? I think I should have told you all to install this gedit before we. Mr. Kene, we're actually doing some functions. We'll be treating functions. And when you try using functions on that interpreter, Press Y first. Press Y. Yes. So if you guys can use it, I think we have to. Yes, press Y. Y. Enter Y. So I think after that you'll not be having any issues. Okay, for those people having problems with their gedit, that means yes, apt purge gedit, but we might not be able to wait for that. I think I should just show you this so that you can use this from your own end. You can use nano test.py. So you declare this. User.bin. I've not used this one. Oh no, let's not use this. I think just follow us with an interpreter. Follow us with an interpreter till you actually reinstall your stuff. Just type Python 3. For all those who are having problems with their gedit, type Python 3. So it will actually just take you to your interpreter. So I think we only have two cases, Mr. Olufisayo, then Mrs. Temitope. So follow us with the interpreter. Yes, but when you start running it, you might have a problem. How do you declare? I've not used that nano, but I think it's mostly used for Python 2. I'm not sure. It is used on Python 3. That's why I said we should not use it, because the syntax of Python 3 is different, and what you are doing is Python 3 syntax. That's actually why. Use the editor, please, so that we can treat your case later. So for the rest, control D. So for the rest of us, please, let's go back to the training. So I'm not sure I remember the name. No. So can somebody remind me the name of that stuff? Okay, it's not here. It's not here. cd ... Oh, cd/root change directory Python programs. Okay, so if I gedit class to py.py. So we are back to this place. Now let's leave that, so you can follow us with an interpreter while we actually run the codes. So we'll look at installing that gedit later. So we've taken print. So as you are printing, as you are typing it, will be printing immediately from the interpreter. Now we're looking at variables and methods. We are actually taking all these things last week. So we are saying code is equals to yes, I've told you all those having problems with gedit, just use interpreter, please, for today. That's PMADS, PEMADES. Use interpreter, just type Python 3. Use interpreter. Then Mrs. Grace, that's hashtag. I've tried to PMADS. So, code. No, I think let's stop here first. Let's stop. Please run your script. Run your script so that I will not run your script. I believe I've taught you how to run your script. First, what you do is what? You change mode 777 class 2 py.py. Then you can now actually Python 3 class 2 py.py so that I don't rush you. So that's the script. So let me screenshot this. That is how you convert. You make the script executable. So one copy. So Python 3.2. Sorry. So that's the result. So let me wait for you at this point so that I'm not rushing you. But I believe we have passed all this. For those using interpreter and those using, that's why I said we should use. I think you should start with interpreter, please. It's because I wanted to teach function today. That's actually why so that you can actually get used to the codes. You get used to the environment, Python environment, before you start using gedit or Nano. Either which one, but for now, get used to interpreter first, please. So at least you'll be able to run a simple string. We've done all these things last week. So you can do yours and just snap and send to me. We've done all these things last week. Sorry, the last time we met. So if we are moving forward, let's actually take what operate the next. Sorry. So I was taking this quote is equals to all. Okay, can we see your okay that's fine. So those who are using interpreter, can you snap your screen? All is fair. Wow. So I think we did this the last time. So I think we say print len quote. Length. Print use interpreter. Print quote dot upper. Print quote dot lower. Mr. Godwin, you have not gotten back to me if you're still having any problem. Get out of here. Print font with variables and methods. Code all is fair in one love. Print code. So we take a pause here. Let me see if you are following, please, because we're just. Can you stop using, please? Can you stop using? Okay. Okay, just stop using gedit. Use the interpreter. Yeah, use the interpreter so that you actually learn line by line, please. Use the interpreter. There's no problem in what I'm seeing here. Use the interpreter. Yeah, fun with variables and methods. Yeah. So I don't know. You can actually look at this. Okay, use the interpreter for now. Get used to the Python environment. Sorry. I think I need to backdate. Sorry, I have to reboot my machine. I think it's rebooting. Sorry. So if you actually save this, and we clear, okay. Oh, PY. So it gives you all that. So that's that part. Let me screenshot this. This is the result you should get. Copy.
Sean, I want to ask a question.
Okay, you are free to ask, please.
Please, how do we exit from writing after writing our script from this Python?
Is it the interpreter or the?
The
Are you talking
gedit.
about? Sorry, the gedit.
From
No, you
gedit.
save and just close it. You save and close it.
How do we save, please?
You save.
I try to do that. It's taking me to another platform.
Okay, one minute. This is gedit, right?
Okay.
You click save like this. Are you seeing? You click save, then close it. Then you just come back to your terminal. Let me clear. So let me go back again because I want to screenshot that part. So,
and we have to change the mode. Is it we have to change the mode of the script or the?
Now, if you want to execute, if you want to execute a file, you change the mode of the script now, like you did in your bash script. The same thing. Okay. The same thing.
Okay.
So, I believe we are.
One more question, please. One more question. Okay. Do we name the same way we name Nano before writing into it, or after writing it? That's where we name.
Come again. I didn't get that part.
You know, in Nano we name it Nano bash script. We name the bash script before the bash script.
Yeah. In this one now, if you are naming gedit class 2 so and so dot
which is
py.
the name of the script.
Whatever you are naming it must end in .py. Why the bash script ends in .sh?
.sh. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So I will take in. I don't know. It's like, because I don't want us to have assumptions. I want us to actually follow all through, so that when we start writing real scripts, you understand what we're doing, and we are not coming back to this, because what you are doing currently is just taking Python 3 class. The next class is what? Python 3 hacking, Python hacking. So they expect you have taken a Python 3 class before you come to start writing Python hacking. You'll be looking at how you use scripts to actually do stuff. So, like I said, the reason why we are doing this so that you can understand what is happening at the background. You understand? Because if all you do is just execute command line interface at the terminal stage, you don't know how to break script on your own, we might have problems. So while you guys are handling this, let me just get water, cold water for myself. Just 2 minutes, please. So if we are all happy with this stage and we can print it out, let's move to the next stage because we've not treated today's topic at all. So okay, all right, that's fine. What we are taking, we're looking at variables and methods. So we'll look at this. Name is equals to Michael. Then age, I just want us to run through it. It's 65. Then CGPA is equals to 4.54. So I think in front of that we have integer. Okay, you have something like print integer age. cover the bracket. So you have print sorry, let me see what you're trying to say. Yeah, but you have not done most of them. Yeah, there are some things. Yeah, you have not done all this mathematical. Okay. Print codes and stuff. Okay, print my name is. I think this is where we're having problem the last time. And I am string age. I think this is where we're having problem. So I think that sorts that part out. So let me wait for everybody to get to this place. So like we rightly said the other time, that when you are printing out strings are what? Now the age, sorry, I'm not making a mistake. So you want to print out string because strings is an age is an integer. You want to print it out in a string form. That is actually why you put it in a bracket and make it so when we print out this, it will actually now the name variables have been declared. We have variable 1, name equals Michael, age equals what we are treating is what? Variables and method. So what we are treating is what? Variables and method. Let me come here and make it more clean. So hashtag variables and methods. So if you save this, you Control C, you clear the screen because it's a little bit rough. All you just need to do is run. So that's the script so far. It's running. So let me screenshot this. So you don't need to so that you can go back and look at it for practice lesson. So you can be referring to it. So I would still snap the other part and actually make it available to you guys. So, but it's just that as you are actually doing, it keeps moving down. So I'll snap the first one. So these are all the lessons. So maybe by the time we finish it, I've gotten to 500 and something. So you keep adding codes to it. Sorry, 1 minute, please. Okay, all right, that's fine. So please note that very well. So let me scroll down to the last part. Screenshot one more time. Okay. So we move on from there. If you can do that, I'm happy to do that. We move on from there. You just copy this line so that we know we are finished. Copy. Come here. So let's look at something new from there. If we say age plus equals to 1, then let's print age. Let's just print. Then birthday equals 1, age plus equals to birthday. Anybody who is having function issues, so at this point I want to pause a bit so that we take questions, because after now we're moving to functions. So if you're having any issues, so that we treat it before we move to function. Okay, all right, that's fine. So you save so that you close this, then you clear, you run your script. Oh, there's a problem. There's a problem. Okay. I think I know why the problem is. So this is not supposed to be here. Cut. It's supposed to be somewhere here. So that is where the problem is. So if we save, why are we having the same problem? Line 36, age equals plus. Print age equals to 65. Oh. So I've seen where the problem is, sorry. So we shouldn't have a problem now if we are running it. Yeah. So that was where the problem is. Yeah, that's it. That was where the problem is. So it has been corrected. That was where the problem is. So we're moving to function. So I have to scroll my screen up a bit so that you guys can see it. So hashtag functions. So first you define. If I'm moving too fast, please let me know. So we'll come again, we'll say name is equals to Michael. Age is equals to 65. And you can just copy this. And just come here. And paste it here. So this should be print. Print. Then what you do next, you call the function. So who am I? So you just call the function. Sorry. That's how you define a function. So let me wait here. I think you come here, you put this too. So when you save this, let me just be sure. That's Ctrl C. Okay, that's it. So gedit. So those are the syntax you use for actually for function. So from here to here, it's a typical example of function. So I just declared a particular function. This is an example of function. So that's one example of function. Let me wait here. Like I'm moving too fast. Let me wait here. All right. Okay. Let me see what you guys are doing. I'm sure we're all making progress. Is that Mr. Solomon? Please, can you show us your this thing? Normally you are supposed, yeah. Why are you using gedit? Normally for the first 2 or 3 weeks, you are supposed to be using that interpreter so that you can get used to the environment. Can you show us your backend, your Python environment, the Python script? Show us the Python script, please. Because once we have its functions, a lot of stuff start coming up. So by this time next week, we should have finished everything about. I want us to round up everything about Python 3. You know, when you come back from Easter, we'll start taking Python hacking courses. Show me your backend. And you are still far away. You know what? Can you just follow us with the interpreter? You are way behind. Can you follow us with the interpreter so that we will meet up with speed? Then you can now go back and type it inside this particular Python script and actually get it clearly, so that you master. The interpreter actually helps you know that the command, your lines is working very well. So go back to the interpreter. Let me see the error it's giving you. Yes, why you're having problem is, one, that new line you type, there's supposed to be an hashtag in front of that new line. Are you getting it? That new, there's supposed to be an hashtag in front of it. That's why you're having that problem. So maybe when you put that hashtag in front of it.
Where is the hashtag? Sorry, because I'm checking out it.
Line 6. That's
Line
new.
6.
That's new. There's supposed to be an hashtag in front. Please share what you have done. Okay. I don't understand what you're saying, Mr. But I just said everybody having issues should actually use interpreter, so that maybe we sort out the installation of gedit later so that you can follow the class. Now, this is the first class we did. Are you seeing? The line has an hashtag, the new has an hashtag, so that anything like that, it shows that it's the kernel will not treat it as a program. It's just for people to actually follow what your script is saying. Mr. This is actually, I'm trying to reply to you. Then when you scroll down a bit, so let's take it from here. Variables and methods. So I really don't know where I lost you. Can you just let us know where I lost you? Please let me reply. Where did I lose you? Sorry, 1 minute. Let me be sure. Some people did not come for this training today. Okay. So, for the HR purpose, please, for those who don't have, start trying to get an international passport. If you don't have one, start preparing your international passport. And I told most people to actually build a robust profile on LinkedIn. You understand? If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, go and create one immediately. So add whatever, although it will be remolded, but ensure you have tried to get an international passport. Sorry, let's do this. Okay. Mr. Bola, I think this is still, have you done, okay. Can you show us your back end so that we see the function? Mr. Abdurrahman, you want to ask a question? So if you want to say something, so two things you should ensure you start working on is what? One, get your profile online. Two, get your international passport. I don't know. Did I lose you guys? 'Cause I'm not hearing anybody saying anything anymore. Hello? Are you guys still here? Okay, are you guys still here? Okay, good. So let's move on. If you are here and happy here, so let's move on to the next function. So let's take the next function class. So let's look at adding parameters. We've taken one function. So you just type hashtag adding parameters. So you can declare a function, define a function, add one, 100 with number. Then you define this particular stuff has been defined. Now you now come here. You say, print number plus 100. So when you call this function, we don't want to call the function add 100. So when you open there's number, you add 100 there. So you can print that out. So let's leave that. So let's look at adding multiple parameters so that you can run both together. Multiple parameters. So if you define add x and y. So sorry. Print x plus y. Just looking at simple basic stuff. So if I say add 7,7, add 305, or whatever you want to call it, 692. So we're looking at doing multiple parameters. We can use return, using return. Or let me pause here before I go into using return. So now we're looking at parameters. We've defined a function using that first one. Now we added a parameter. Now defining a function, when the multiple, you always use underscore. Now we added a parameter number, print number plus 100. Now if we define number to be what? 100, you understand? It becomes 100. If we define number, sorry, let's see, add underscore 100. If you add 500 here, so let's look at this. Save, Ctrl C, clear. line 63. Oh, sorry, I did not properly define that. So come down here. Sorry. It's not properly defined. Then the other thing. Okay, I think that's just that. Okay, see. Having problems. At 7. Oh, let's see where the problem is. Sorry, guys. I think I'm using cap locks instead. Oh, so y x then y. I think that sorts that out if you're not making. Okay, that is that. So let's Control C. Let's clear. So that's that. So let me screenshot from here. So it's always good you have this script. It's always good you have this script handy so that you can share. You can always use it for what? Okay. So let me go to the Python environment. So from functions, let's take it down to the last part we did. So I will screenshot this from functions. This is all we've done so far. So what you when you're declaring a function, it ends with a colon. The syntax should be the syntax. If you started with if you are defining anything, be sure of the syntax of what you are defining. So that is that. Please, can we take some time to look at that and actually get them and get back to me? Excuse myself. So sorry about that. Just needed to use the restroom. So I've not seen anybody do this. So we can still go ahead and look at square roots. it's just once we get the logic. So if we're happy with this, okay. So we will look at using return. Can you show us your backend, please? We look at using return. So we can look at using return, hashtag using return. So when you define when you define x, comma y, put your semicolon, return x multiplied by y. So you tell me the difference between, so when you are printing this, sorry, print multiply, open bracket, 7, 7, close bracket. So please, can you tell me the difference between this multiple parameters? So let me just do the last, another one. Define that square root and square root x. Return x. Print square root square underscore root 64. Yeah. So that's just about that. Now, if you look at adding parameters, let's start from functions, please, so that we get this part clearly. Let's start from functions. When you define a single function, you define the variable, you can call the function at any point in time. It prints whatever you want it to print at. Now, everything within the function stays within the function. Now we now look at us. Now we added a parameter called number into the what function. Now you can actually vary whatever it is. Now we looked at adding multiple parameters. There are multiple parameters x and y. You now say print x and y. You only declare the function. Now this is the function. You call out the function. Now when you use return, you print the function. That's actually where I'm trying to get to. Now you now print the function. You don't call the function. So let's see. Control C. Clear. So that's it. So what we'll be looking at next is what Boolean expression, truth table. So Boolean expressions and truth table. Let me go back. So let me screenshot from here. Digital coming into this place today. So if you guys have done that, please let me see. Let me see what you have done before we move to the next part, please. So look at Boolean expression. So the first thing you write is print Boolean expression. Okay, let me wait for you people. I think let's stop here. Let's stop here. We still have a lot of time. Let's stop here today so that we can catch up with everybody. Let's stop here. We still have a lot of time. We still have a lot of time. So let's stop here. Yeah. Mr. Olufisa, yeah, that's right. That's right. So should we take a pause here or should we fly on? Nano editor, okay, that's fine. Can you show me your back end? Can you show me your back end? Can you show me your back end? Your script end, the script end. Can you show me your script end? Okay. Okay, all right, that's fine. So, okay, that's fine. Because it was giving red, so I was wondering. So for all those who actually are having issues, I've not used Nano for it before. So you can just borrow a clue and use Nano if your gedit is having problem. Okay. So I think we should take a pause here so that at Jesupemi, so you can use Nano Jesupemi. Okay, yeah, you can, definitely, you can. Hello, House. It's only in Nigeria that somebody, see, when you hear people like Turing, they employ people, everybody is learning from everybody, you understand? So that's why they're able to build great monster tools. So everybody, if you discover anything, you share with the house. So everybody is here to, you understand? We are here to build something big. So okay, that's good. That's good. Let's try Nano. Nano. Is that on your text? That is what I'm telling you. You are having the problem simply because you have not changed that new. See this stuff now. Are you saying this? That new there, you have not, you keep having that problem. So there is an hashtag before the new. Are you saying that is where your script is refusing to run? Send a new script. Screenshot. Okay. So I'm waiting for you guys. So people have questions. So people have a question. Let's debug your problem. We stop here for today. So those who have not been able to run their script, let's look at what your script is saying. Let's debug it together. We stop here for today. Can you show us the back end? There's a problem with your square root. Show it to us, please. There's a problem with your square root. Sorry, 1 minute. Define square root. Return x is double multiplication. Sorry. Now I think you should put it's .5. I made a mistake there. So I'm just saying it too. That stuff is supposed to be .5. Square root is actually .5. Yeah. That's square root. So then if it's not running, then you have a syntax error. Most of them don't have Python 3. Okay, all right, that's fine. So you guys can try that. You guys can try that. Okay, that's a nice one. Thanks. I think most of them don't have Python 3 yet on their system. You guys can try that. Then why is the script hanging? Can you show us the other part of the script? There is a space before, after that N. Are you getting it? There is a space after the N. Let me see the error is giving you. Which error is it giving you? Because it points you to where the error is. It points you to where the error is. Can I see the error? The error your stuff is giving you? Mr. Godwin, can you run your script and tell us the... Can you run your script? Run your script and let's see the error it's giving you. Run your script. Let's see the error it's giving you. I don't know why that's hanging. Let me check from here. Yeah, what error? Can you run the script? Run the script. Let's see the error is giving you. it's have you changed the mode? Have you done this change mode 777 whatever you name the script .py? Have you done this? Have you done that? Because it looks like your file is not executable yet. Have you done that? Then there's a problem with your script. Then run it. Let's see the error message is bringing. Can you show me? Do something like this. ls. Do this command ls/la. Whatever your script is, the name of the class 2py.py. I'll do it here on my this thing. Can you show me that? Let me Ctrl+C, clear. So do something like this: ls/la class 2py.py. Let's see what your distance is. Can you run this command, please? Run this command, please. Can you run this command, please? And show it to me. Okay. Okay, it's already executed. Okay, now run the script. Let me put Python 3. I don't know, maybe you are running it very well. Class 2py.py. Now, secondly, what I've noticed is this. So, secondly, what I've noticed is, have you seen this? There is a space after the N. Now, this is your new line. There is a space after the N. So, implement that. I don't know why you are having that problem. So, there is a space after the N. Somebody does not actually have issues. So I think for all those who are having installation problem, I think you need to install Python 3 all over, and let's get that done with. We'll call it a day here. We continue from here next week. So when you are coming back on Tuesday, so that we round up everything that has to on 3 lesson. So that by the time you're coming after Easter, we're taking Python hacking directly. So thanks for coming around, and thanks for today. So I'm sure I've answered most of the questions that needs to be answered. That's basically the installation. So as you are watching the videos, you'll be getting every other stuff you need to get. It's a Saturday so that we all can go to rest for the Sunday service. So we see on Monday. Is there any need to still leave this in at 7:30 or we'll bring it down to 6 p.m.? Because I'm sure we have some Muslim brothers here who are actually fasting. We still leave it at 7:30, right? We still leave the time at 7:30. Hello? Somebody wants to say something?
Yeah, I think we should leave it at 7:30.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, all right, that's fine. We'll leave it at 7:30. So thanks for all for coming around. We see 7:30 on Monday.